Train Simulator Pro USA. I believe I mentioned in the last episode that I wasn't going to buy the fourth freight locomotive and the cars to do barrel missions until this episode. And I'm talking about these cars right here. That was because there was a particular, one or two particular missions that came up that we did not have the hauling capacity power to do. As I was playing off camera to earn enough coins, enough money to buy these particular given cars. As you see, we already have 9. The further explanation goes is this. As I was playing off camera to get our coins built up, I had went to the job screen only to realize those 2 missions were no longer available, but the 2 task missions, well, because they were task missions, but they were higher tonnage than what 2 new task missions were. One was for 550 tons of barrels, and the other was 600 tons of logs, or vice versa. Cannot remember. But those 2 missions came up. So, what I did was I did the log mission and got these 9 cars. I already had 1. I just bought 8 more. And I did the log mission, which allowed us to clear that particular given task mission. So, in preparation for those original 2 tasks, 1 or 2 tasks, the 1530 or 1550, whatever it was, and the other one, I forgot what the tonnage was on that. Yes, we still will need tons more of these cars because I believe, what did I figure, 17? And I know I'm sitting here talking for a long time, but explanation is deserved at this point. But in preparation for those 2 original task missions to reappear, I got, well, we're about halfway there. I still did not get the 4th freight locomotive yet. I mean, we can do so, but that wouldn't leave us much money left for the remaining, 8 cars that we need. Because if I figured everything right, the highest one we'd need 17 cars for. And yes, I'm currently standing by my sister's coffee pot, waiting for coffee to brew. But we're good. So anyways, we are still going to do missions in preparation. We just got more cars of this particular brand to do those kinds of missions. And hold on, I'm walking. I apparently can't talk and walk at the same time. Or at least think and walk at the same time. But anyways, we do have more of these cars. You see, they're 26,000 apiece, and we're gonna need 8 more. So when I was first figuring everything, believe it or not, the cars themselves would cost about $445,000 or 445.5. Not sure of the 500 part of it. Plus, on top of all that, we needed our fourth freight locomotive. That was going to push it close to, if not over 600,000 coins. So imagine that one. So let's get out of here. I can't do anything more with the passenger locomotives because that train's long enough already. I don't know if I was to get a third locomotive on that one. If I can attach it to the existing train so that way I could carry more cars. Not sure. I haven't done a coal mission here in like forever. But I'd imagine that wouldn't be nothing because those cars are only 15,000. But yes, we have 215,000 coins. So, let's back out of here. Okay, you see, transport 550 of oil barrels in a single mission. We'll see if it comes up. And you see it that it has. So, for task missions, we will take that one. And there was another short trip about this distance, believe it or not. And I'm sitting here, this was off camera, and I'm sitting here, oh, okay, that's not a very long distance. It's actually quite a short distance, I'm sitting here and I'm sitting here going along the tracks, and it feels like I was in that train for a frickin' lifetime. So, we're going to do that. Man, and I forgot where we were going from. Oh, Moses Lake Chemical Factory to Kennewick Train Yard. Yeah, there was a little fly on my phone here. Yes, and Moses Lake Chemical Factory was one of the recent cities that we've opened. I think I went and leveled it up because we had the money to. So that should be all leveled out. So we need only 550. Okay, we'll just bring down 2 locomotives, 7 cars. Now, I think there are people that play this on computer if this game's available on PC. Because there's one person I kind of started watching that plays this game or had played this game. Because I forget how long ago the videos were that this person had posted them. He was sitting there and he was working through the math. On camera he was working through the math. Okay, we need four of these cars and we need 6 of these cars, whatever, Of course, he had a lot more engines than I did. So, and here, everything's done automatically for me. I just got to add however many engines, and it's automatically that many cars to get the mission done. Alright, so now I hope like crazy all of these cars are sitting there, because I really don't feel like pulling out, backing up, pulling out, going back in. Yeah, I know that's what he said, right? Nope, and it doesn't look like it. I can just go in, grab the load. Oh, whoops, that might a little short on the stop there. There we go. Wow. Oil barrels. Nice. Okay. So let's flip that around. Give it the spurs and we'll get out of here. Um, there was something that I did. I kind of took a page out of Mr. Sealy P's playbook, if you will. I've done it only a small handful of other times on my videos because I admire Mr. Sealy P. Oh, did I forget to honk? There's your honk. If you know Mr. Sealy P, he'll take some clips of him just working, not saying anything, because those are the parts of the video where he's listening to either a book on cassette or a book on tape, or audiobook, or listening to some music, just working away. So since this is not a long trip, I'll probably just do that here instead of doing a time lapse, because it probably wouldn't be that long anyway. And another farming simulator person that I admire their gameplay is Farmer Sim. He likes to do cinematics a lot of the time. So I've kind of took a page out of his playbook too, because I'm still trying to find the sweet spot for myself, especially when I do time lapses and it still winds up being like 10 minutes. And if you watched Neubrunn or Amberstone, you would know what I'm talking about. So, but for now, just let me concentrate on getting there, and I'll see you when we get there. Well, nothing like having a tree in your way, huh? Well, we're almost here. Okay, now why in blazes did you just do that? Slow down there. Disconnect. And watch the money roll in. Now we shall watch a video and get the rest of our coins. We are now 230,000. Now, if we need only 8 more of those cars in preparation for those other missions when they reappear, um, let's see, 260 if it was 10. 26 and 26 is 52. So that'd be 204, 208,000 coins. I mean, we get the rest of the coins now, but then we'd have to save up to get the freight locomotive on top of that. So that's going to be at least another 140, 150,000. So we're going to need 380, almost 400,000, and we can get the rest of the outfit to do this. And we get to claim that and level to 14, but I don't know if the level 7 under our name is going to go up or not. Nope, almost though. Ooh, Everett. Another station unlocked. Nice. So, we'll look at that here in a minute, but I want to read these off. Complete mission between Wenatchee Train Yard Station and Olympia Power Plant Station. Transport 1,500 tons of boards, and we are going to need more cars and definitely the other locomotive for that one. Transport 1,000 of oil barrels. I mean, we could probably do that one. And what you know. Oh no, Wenatchee, let's, wherever it. What are we here? We'll do that and that. Because it'll just open up more of the map. Well, more places that we can go. Now you see these numbers 2160, 3420, and 2880. Yeah, our train is not that big. So, like I said, as I also work off camera doing these, we should have the money come shortly. I do see a mission that shows some interest. That one. And it looks to be quite a distance too. Because I'm pretty sure we have all the cars needed for this. So if I bring down all 3 locomotives, I know we'll have more than enough hauling power. Crap. 600 tons of boards and 675 tons of pallets. Okay. You know. And we got 15 of the boxcars here, so yeah, we're gonna be good there. So what we can do is let's get at least 2 of these. I know it's gonna be eaten into the money, but like I said, I play off camera too. So now we have 7 of these cars, and I think we only need 6. Yep, automatically did that, and we'll submit. Bring down those, and we're only going to need 8 of those. So 8 and 6. 14 cars, not including the 3 locomotives. I have to do this. This is going to be one very awesome trip. And I see they started us on a bit of a hill. I wish they would not do that. Yeah, in and out, in and out, in and out. And it wants us to get the green cars first. So I think we can oblige that. Oh, because there's some of the brown car, the box cars attached to them. So while this thing's rotating forward, what we're gonna do is find the end. Oh, wake me up when we get to the junction. Alright, let's back up and grab our other cars here. Come on. I know the engines were up there in the tunnel, but come on out. We're almost there. Little closer, little closer. Cool. Alright, main. Where are you at? Ah, okay. I don't know why that thing's counting down. Oh, I'm slightly moving. That could probably be a good reason why. So, let me get this underway, and I'm pretty sure this first engine is going to come out of the other side of this here tunnel when that last train comes out of the yard. So anyways, let me get this trip started, and I'll see you at the destination.
Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah, I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? I'm in a race that everybody's chasing fast. They wanna be that someone on the screen at last. They ain't looking inside for their needs in life. They wanna be liked by everybody in sight. But trust me, being free ain't spotlights. No, it's long nights and it's long fights with yourself all the time to get your mind right. But if you put in the work, you can find the light, alright. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing?
And we are kind of creeping up on our stop. Just a little bit further. Let's throw that up there. And I find it amazing that the more locomotives I got, the faster and easier it is to bring this train to a stop. I could just imagine how much the braking power would be if we had that fourth locomotive. And due to some achievements that I've achieved, I have built up for like the specialized cargo or whatever. I wasn't sure if it happened on this trip or not, but it's got different percentages of money added, like a 2, 5, and a 10, or a 5, 10, and a 15% increase, whatever. But yeah, I ended up maxing one of those out. In fact, I might able to that's all, folks. Might be able to show you here in a second. Let's get this video out the way. Okay, now we're back at 217,000. And ooh, we've completed most of that task of the 1,500 tons of boards. But we are going to need we are definitely going to need the fourth locomotive, because the 3 that we have only gives us 1,440 hauling tons. So we're going to need to get our fourth locomotive, and 8 8 more cars. So I mean, we can get those cars too. So it just all depends. But anyways, we are going to leave it here. I will continue to work to get our cash built up. Now that we're sitting kind of good, to the point where I can get the fourth freight locomotive and not think anything of it. Yes, we'll be down to at least a good 60,000 coins. But still, that's not nothing. We're at that point. So I'm going to call the episode here. I will continue to work off camera like I've been doing. And I shall see you guys in the next episode. Take care of yourselves. I'm out. Peace.